All right, guys, for warming up upper body and lower body, you are going to want to invest in a couple of bands. Even if you're doing these workouts at the gym, you can't always count on having these bands available at the gym. So I just keep them in my gym bag, then I always got them. First is what I call a big red band or a pull-up assist band. You can find this on Amazon for about $8 to $9. It is a 15 to 30 pound weighted band. You're going to want to get one of these. Next, these are called mini bands, and you'll find them in packs of 4 or 5 on Amazon as well, or any sporting goods store. They're gonna run you between $8 and $10 as well, and you want them that are gonna have a different level of resistance to them, from light to heavy. So you're gonna wanna invest in these guys. We will use them for workouts and your warm-ups. Okay, so let's get started with our upper body warm up, excuse me. Every warm-up, we are always going to do walkouts. These are great for improving your flexibility and mobility, which is very, very important for preventing injury and letting you get stronger in your workouts. So, standing about shoulder width apart, arms over the head, cores in nice and tight. We're going to hinge at the hips. Your goal is to keep your legs as straight as you can. If you need to bend them, please bend them. Then we are going to do a runner's lunge. You are going to step your foot out to the side into your hand. Step it to a position where you can get the foot flat on the floor. You should not be like this in the toe, okay? So if that looks like you're back here, wherever that is due to your hips not being so flexible when you're starting, but get your foot flat on the floor, okay? Then what we're gonna do is drop the elbow of the same side. So I'm gonna try and drop as far down as I can with that elbow, and then I'm gonna rotate up to the ceiling as well, okay? Now we're going to do the other leg. Step, drop the elbow, and rotate. All right, next is a pigeon. So we're going to come forward. We're going to bring our shin nice and parallel to the floor as much as we can, keeping our hips square. You don't want to be like this, okay? There's zero stretch going on right here. I'm completely relaxed. So I want to work on getting my hips nice and square to the floor. Hold for a few counts. You're going to step back, switch the leg out, do the other side, and then we're going to do what is called a pike toe touch. I'm going to step back. I'm going to reach opposite hand to ankle, come to plank, squeeze my glutes tight, reach to the opposite side, come to plank, squeeze my glutes tight. Then I'm going to walk all the way back up, okay? That is your walkout. You are going to do 3 of those. If getting to the floor is too much, let me show you a modified version. Using a bench, anything that you got that you can get your hands on. You're gonna come and walk out on that bench. We're gonna take a nice big runner's lunge on the bench like this as well. Same thing, foot is flat on the floor. Step back, switch your leg out. Okay, getting a nice stretch through those hips. Step back, bring the foot up. Do our pigeon, again, getting our shin straight, keeping our hips like this, make sure we're not rolled over. Step back, like this, okay? And then what we're gonna do is just step and reach for those ankles and walk ourselves back up. All right, so there are the walkouts. Upper body, lower body, we always do 3 walkouts at the beginning of every workout. Next, for upper body, you're going to take your big red band. You're just gonna hold it so that the slack is out of the band. I don't wanna put a lot of tension on it. I wanna keep my arms as straight as I can, and I wanna take that band to the back of my hips, to the front of my hips. Okay, your goal is to get that full circle in the shoulder. So if you need to walk your hands out further on the band, if it's super easy for you where you were, walk your hands in and increase that resistance a little bit and put a little bit of pressure into those shoulders. So we're going to do 10 front to backs like this. Maybe you do more, maybe your shoulders are super tight, but a minimum of 10. Next, you're gonna grab that red band, you're gonna walk in just a little bit, and you're gonna give me great big pulls, okay? Taking that band all the way to the chest, and your goal is to squeeze those shoulder blades back in together as much as you can. You're gonna give me 10 of those big guys. Then you're gonna grab the band, underhand, same thing. Grab till the shoulder blades squeeze and are back in together, holding right here, okay? You got 10 underhands. Next, you're gonna grab your band, you're gonna step on it, you're gonna bring your elbows inside the band, grabbing it with an overhand grasp, And you're gonna reach, and you're gonna reach as tall as you can. Reach those fingers for the ceiling, stretching those shoulders out. Just get a nice stretch through that belly and press, okay? If standing on it with 2 feet is too much, you can go to 1 foot and press, okay, to lower the resistance. The wider you put your feet in the band, the more resistance you're going to create. But again, we're just warming up. So you just need a slight bit of tension just to get those muscles activated and start getting those joints loose. So we have 10 overhead presses. Next, you're gonna double up your band. You're gonna put it underneath your feet. You're gonna grab it with your hands. You're gonna stand tall. You're going to roll the shoulder blades back in together. Core is in tight, knees are soft, and I'm going to hip hinge. Okay, I should have a nice big stretch right here. I'm gonna pull that band to my glutes, not to my armpits, back towards those hips for 10, okay? After you've got that, you're gonna do what are called T's, V's, I's, O's, and S's. So we're gonna take that same position, roll the shoulder blades back in together, core is in tight, knees are soft, and I'm gonna hinge at the hips. I'm not squatting, okay? I'm bending at my hips. I'm gonna put my palms together, and I'm gonna squeeze my shoulder blades back in together, okay? This is going to work on our shoulder mobility, which is huge for injury prevention and ability to build strength, all right? So right here for 10, holding that same position, we're gonna go into V's. We're gonna turn it so our pinkies lead, and we're gonna raise up in a V position like this. And again, make sure that you're raising up. You're not just swinging the arms, okay? Raise and lower. Third is our I's. Thumbs come up, biceps go next to the ears, and we're going to raise and lower. We are going to do 10 of each of these. All right, fourth is our O's. We're gonna start with our hands above our head, and we're gonna come and we're gonna rotate those hands around, and we're gonna press them up our back as far as we can without touching the back, okay? Keep some space between the hands and the back. Come up, rotate around. Together, rotate around. These are our O's. We're gonna do 10 of these guys. Last but not least is our S's. Chin stays up. Make sure it doesn't come down. Make sure we're not pulling on the back of the neck. We are going to reach fingertip to fingertip, okay? Right here, alternating sides. And as you can see, I got one side that's more mobile. Okay, so that is your upper body warm up. From there, you can start going with your weights.